Okay, so this equipment, this is a centrifugal pump experiment. So we can do experiments with a centrifugal pump here. So let me check some of the parts here. So our centrifugal pump is located here. So the housing or the casing, it is on a solid acrylic glass. Then you have the bleeding section here. So we will bleed the pump by opening this nut here. So this is to remove the air inside the pump. So then we have this valve, we call it as V1. So this valve will control the suction side of the pump. Then we have V2, controlling the discharge of the pump. So for experiment number 1, we will be measuring the head and the power of a centrifugal pump. So the first step is to bleed the pump. So open this, release the air from the pump and close it tightly. So as you can see, the pump is filled with water only. So this is the first step. The next step is to open, fully open V1 and V2, this valve. Okay? So we have 2 gate valve here, 2 must be fully open. Now, referring with the table, we will set the RPM, the pump speed, into 3000 RPM. So this centrifugal pump is interfacing with this computer, so with this PC. So all the control will be on this software. So after bleeding the pump, opening the valve B1 and B2, set the speed into 3000 RPM. So we will be using this RPM all throughout the experiment. So how to switch on the pump? Press this one. So this symbol, it means the rotation of the pump is in anti-clockwise direction. So as you can see here on the pump, so when the pump rotates anti-clockwise direction, so the direction of the water pumping is towards on this direction, so up, moving up. So the rotation is anti-clockwise direction. So let's start checking first the operation of the pump. So by pressing this, the pump will start running. So from the suction side, through the eye of the centrifugal pump, the impeller, and then pump it up. So this sensor here measures the P1, the pressure in the suction, and P2 at this point, the pressure at the discharge. So for the first trial, we will take the reading of RPM. So we will be using this one for all the trial, 3000 liters per minute. Or 3000 revolution per minute. So this is our RPM. Then we will measure the Q. Q is in liters per minute. So 34.4 liters per minute. If you can see on the table, it should be in liter per second. So this reading, you should convert it into liters per second. So let's take the reading for our trial 1. So the pump speed is 3000 RPM. The Q is 34.4 liters per minute. Now P1. So P1 will be 0.12, so negative 0.12 bar. So as you notice here, the unit is in bar. So you need to convert it in Pascal on the experiment. So we'll be using metric on the experiment, so metric unit. So 0.12 bar for P1 and 0.08 bar in P2. So this is in bar. Now the temperature, it is also shown in the software. So this is the temperature running on the system. So we have 29 degrees. And the power, electrical power. So electrical power, this is PEL. So you have 248 watts. Okay? Now, the result of analysis, these are all be taken from our reading here. So, delta P, this is the difference between P2 and P1. The H, this is the head. So, it will be calculated on the theory using this given formula. So, delta P divided by rho G, divided by rho G. So, the density of the water multiplied by 9.8 meter per second squared. Okay? So, you will get the value of H. Now, P out, this is the hydraulic power. So, just compare this one. So, this 11 watts experimental and calculate it using power delivered by the pump. This is by theoretical. So, rho G multiplied by HQ. So, you have the value of H, you have the value of Q. Right here, the P output. So, the efficiency, we have also here the formula for efficiency. And you have the specific speed. The specific speed, the formula also is taken from the theory part of the experiment. So let us continue doing the experiment. So now we will go on trial 2. We will be using the same RPM, 3000. But on this case, we will reduce the value of Q by closing this valve B2 gradually. So bit by bit. So I'm closing it. And take the reading of Q. So as you observe, this is decreasing. So 33.7. 33.7, and then you have 0.11 bar and 0.1 bar. Temperature will be the same, 29 degrees. The power will be 250. So this is our electrical power. Next, trial 3, also 3000 RPM. Again, close the valve B2 just a little. So we are throttling the discharge of the pump. So trial 3, take the reading. So you will be having 32.6, let's say 32.6. The pressure will be the same, 0.11, and bar will be 13. So the P2 is increasing. The temperature will be the same, 29 degrees. The power will be 249. So it is almost the same. Now again, close the valve V2 for trial number 4. Take the reading. So you have 31.5 at the same RPM. So 3000 RPM, you have 31.5. Pressure will be 0.09. P1, P2 will be 0.21 with 29 degrees Celsius and 247 watts of power. Next. So again, decrease the discharge. So you have 26.4 at a pressure of 0.06. So P1 is decreasing. P2 is increasing with the same water temperature with a power of 241 watts. So trial 6, you have at 3000 RPM. Again, close the valve. Observe the Q or the discharge. So we have 13.6. So P1, it reached the 0 point and then 0.77. P2 is increasing at 29 degrees Celsius and a power of 223 watts. Now, for the last trial, it is almost close. So, fully throttled here. So, fully close, almost no discharge. So, you have a 3000 RPM, 5.3 liters per minute. 0.02 bar and 0.93 bar. At the same water temperature, 211 watts. So after completing this one, V2 is fully closed. So our table, so we did 7 trials here. After completing this table, you will calculate the result using the given formula on the theory part. So to stop the pump, just press this stop button here. And then the pump will stop running. So this experiment, this can be used also on experiment number 2. So just complete this table and you will use this reading in affinity loss of the pump. So experiment 1 and experiment 2 are somewhat related. Okay? So for the graph, so you need to plot the volume flow rate versus the manometric head after calculation. Volume flow rate versus hydraulic power. So it will be given here. Electrical power, volume flow rate, and efficiency. So you have 4 graphs to be completed in submitting the report. Okay, so that's all for experiment number 1.